Hi guys, today me and my sister are going to be doing a my first time video, or our first time. So I've got a list on here. So we're just going to sit and go through these. So my first pet, well, both of ours, was a little rabbit called Fluffy, who we took home one day, and me and my sister came home from school the day after and thought that he'd like a fruit pastel. So we fed him the fruit pastel and he died basically because we killed him. Being nice with food. First hair colour that we've dyed.
I think mine was an ash blonde, but it didn't work.
Yeah, then after that you had your brown. Because she is naturally like blonde like mine. So yeah. My first hair colour was red. Me and my friend Georgia, our mums decided to dye our hair red. And I didn't like it, so I got mine bleached and it turned ginger. Number 4, first wedding we went to.
Oh, was it? I think it was our granddad's.
Oh, granddad, yeah.
Grandma Gloria.
They got married in September 2010, I think.
Ish.
And the photo that we've got of us, we look really, really young. Like, I know I don't look my age now, but we still look really young. The first funeral we both went to was last year. Was it last year?
Was this year?
No, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, it was last year.
It was last year. Yeah, last year.
In, like,
And it was a little boy.
July.
Yeah, it was a little boy called Ben,
Yeah.
who died July 17th.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah. First sleepover I ever had was my 11th birthday. I had 11 people sleep over, and we really annoyed my mum because we were up all night, being on giddy and everything, on coke.
Coke.
Your first sleepover?
I don't know. Bad memory, I suppose. But I can remember some of my sleepovers, which were quite funny. In like when I was like 10 or something. When I was about 10.
So she was 10. And what did you have? You just had a sleepover.
I think I just had a sleepover.
And pizza and stuff.
Oh yeah, because that was when I was good friends with Paloma.
The first teddy I ever had was a Norton bear that I called Norton because we live in Norton. And he was electronic, so I wasn't really that cuddly. I think he's up there actually. And it wasn't really cuddly, but I took him to get my ears pierced for the first time because I thought he'd keep me company. So yeah. Where's your first teddy?
I think my first teddy was one I called, was it Barney?
Barney,
yeah, Barney. It was about the size of this ish, and just really cute. Actually, I don't know where he's gone.
The first friend I ever had, like when I was younger, was a girl called. We both like had a friend, but it was the same person. Because when we lived at our old house, we used to get bullied by the neighbours. Long story. And so we met a friend called Tinkerbell. Well, she wasn't actually called Tinkerbell. Can you remember what she was called?
Isabel, I think. And
Isabel.
I called her Tinkerbell because
Couldn't say Isabel, I suppose.
I was weird. Slam.
I was only about 5, she was about 3, something like that. My first school friend was in year 5, well no, year 2, when I met Georgia Atkinson. And we're still friends now, but she moved to Hull in year 5, so
Yeah.
don't see her that often.
I think my first friend was Tinkerbell.
Your
Yeah.
first school friend. Go on.
Oh, my first school friend. I think it was Leah.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
My first memory when you were younger of your friend. I think my first memory with Georgia was. I can't even remember. Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, when we had like these weird days at her house, and one of them was Crazy Hat Day, and we all had to decorate our own hats. And that day, I found out that Georgia fancied a boy called Cameron, and Cameron Coulthard, and I told her mum, and her mum embarrassed her and everything. are you?
What were we on?
Memory friend.
Oh, I think my memory with Leah was when in year 4, I think it was, I stole a chair because I didn't have a chair and I didn't want to get told off again. Because, the teacher didn't really like me in year 4. So, I didn't want to get told off again, so I stole her chair. And I stole a chair, right?
You stole a chair, what happened?
Right, I stole a chair and she thought her chair was still there and she sat down. But there was a table behind it and she sat on the floor and then she went under the table and all I saw was his legs. So I had to blamed it on somebody else. And yeah, it's quite funny.
Your first crush.
Oh, well. Probably somebody in year 4.
Get yourself together, man. Right, my first crush was in year 1 and he was called Harry Edwards and I'd only just moved there for a day and I realised that he'd weed on a chair.
Oh.
So I didn't fancy you anymore. First kiss.
Oh, well,
Just say it.
I think that was what is it? Whereabouts on the face?
Lips. It's
Oh,
kind of a kiss.
that was this year actually. Yeah, this year.
With Caleb.
Yep.
Aaron. Bless. My first kiss was when I was younger and me and my friend Georgia, a different Georgia, went to swim baths and we met these 2 boys and then he gave me fake flowers and then gave me a kiss and then said bye because I'd never see him again.
He lived in Scarborough, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's called John, wasn't he?
No.
Was he Polish?
No.
I'll go with memory then.
Your first celebrity crush. Mine is Niall Horan out of One Direction and Bob Marley. But Bob Marley's dead, so it don't really count. But
I think mine was Harry Styles because it's just hot, all over hot, just the best ever. I like his hair.
Alright, shut up.
His
No one
smile.
likes Harry Styles.
And his hair. After I said that.
Your first boyfriend.
Year 4 again.
My first boyfriend. I think I was in year 4. There was then 2 people. Well, not the 2 people. One of them in the swimming baths. Your first job.
Just annoying Rachel. That's my job.
I haven't had a job. Well, I have. I used to work for my dad, and he'd give me a tenner for helping him with MOTs. But I just did work experience. I went to the patisserie, didn't like it, so school sent me to my primary school, and I got to meet all my old teachers. So that was really fun. For school you went to? That was here, wasn't it?
It was fire school at fire station actually. It was like a little playgroup, a little school thing.
First school I went to was in New Ayswick, in York. So yeah. First concert you went to?
An X Factor live tour.
Yeah, I went there as well in 2006 when Leon Lewis went. And I also went to, my first concert with just one group playing or one person was Little Mix and then Ollie Murs afterwards. So yeah, that was fun. I got to go to Ollie Murs with guides. So. The first video. You haven't made a video. My first video was me and my dad on Hydromax, which my mum and my brother filmed. One day we were at a theme park.
Well.
First phone.
Oh, I think it was just an orange Samsung thing.
Just a
Phone. Just weird one.
My first phone was a Nokia, and it was white with red strips down the side, and it was a music phone. And when I went to the X Factor, they were giving one out for free, but you had to sing on the stage, and I didn't want to do that. So my mum just bought me one anyway. Your first camera? You've got a camera.
I've never had a camera. Actually, I had one of those little windy ones that
Oh,
takes
yeah.
about 15 photos.
My first camera's on is now Samsung WB150F. It's a good camera. First house you lived at. It's the same one, wasn't it? New Airswick.
Yeah.
On there. I remember it because we had our street and then a main road
Wait,
and then another street. No, that was Ashley, wasn't it? Oh, and then another street and then the main
We
school
lived
and
with Ashley.
then the primary school. We were born when he was born.
Oh yeah.
First theme park you've ever been
We're all
to?
born at the same time. Birmingham.
No, it wasn't. You've been to Blackpool.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I suppose. I went to went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but she can't remember because she was like 3. And I remember Nutty running down these wooden planks past a boat, and me running after her because she was wearing a dinosaur top. And so I think we're playing dinosaurs or something. So yeah, that's all of our first time. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.